Hi guys, this is Sibylla Marash. Welcome back to my channel. I am so happy and so excited to share my experience with you. You will not believe. I couldn't believe it was such a shocking, surreal experience. I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a lot to say in my comments after this video, so without any further ado, let's go. So recently, I bought my Cartier Love Studs in yellow gold and I was obsessed. I wore them with everything. I wore them with rose gold all the time because they're small, but they're very shiny. They are high polish, so they were extremely shiny. They were bending light, they were bling. So guys, this is such a good entry-level piece. Like, I highly recommend them. Not these. You need to get the La Poussette backing in order for them to be very comfortable and to always stay on, because I don't play, for the lack of better words, with the screw-on, screw-off mechanism from Cartier because it's 18K gold. So guys, you need to be careful. Now, before I forget, I'm already forgetting, I have a surprise for you. Guys, I have launched my new website. Yay! This is such a surreal moment for me to share this with you because I have been thinking about this idea for such a long time. Let me just start by saying thank you for being here. Thank you for your devoted attention to my videos. Thank you for always coming back. Thank you for coming to my Instagram. Thank you for DMing me. I appreciate all of your questions, are extremely valid and dear to me and very smart and fascinating. And some of them I wouldn't be able to come up with myself. And you know how crazy neurotic I am when it comes to jewelry. My website, I designed it by myself from a client's perspective because I like things to be extra user-friendly. My website has only 3 buttons, 3 phone calls that you can book with me. So I have been receiving a ton of questions here and DMs on my Instagram. When we get into discussions in the comments, it's usually very quick and we don't really dissect an issue that you present to me or a question you present to me. I will try to, as quickly as possible, answer your question because I know that you're about to make a decision. So we're not sitting down like friends with a cup of coffee on a call, on a FaceTime call, and discuss it. And I know all of you have your individual, unique, and very specific questions when it comes to your collection, your jewelry preferences, your choices. Now, I am an expert in Cartier and Van Cleef. So I can give you answers to any question you have, literally, and also answer all of your questions about the pieces I no longer have. You always have questions. What about Chalcedony bracelet? What about the gray mother of pearl piece? What about your time motif in mother of pearl? Or what about your vintage Alhambra pendant in hammered yellow gold? A lot of questions are coming in, and the simple ones I answer on the spot, and no offense, I am gonna quote somebody, you know who you are. I'm gonna quote this question that came into my DM, an essay length question. I'm gonna give you the ballpark. I'm not gonna sit through the whole question. But the question was so smart, so interesting, so well thought through. I never answered it because it would have taken me an hour. But I will tell you what people come to me with so you get the idea on why I created my website, because this question was the big bang. This question gave me this idea, and now it's finally our reality. So the question was, "Hi Sibylla, I love your YouTube channel, as always." I love that. I love hearing that. "Here is what I have in my fine jewelry collection at the moment, and a list of creations. And here is my wish list, an enormous list of creations. Now, which ones would you get first, second, third, and which ones would you remove from my wish list? And also, if you had my existing pieces in your collection, what would be your wish list?" Fascinating. What a detail-oriented question. What a great question, girl. It's been a while, but I don't know if you're watching because I never answered that question because it's pretty much curating your jewelry collection and I can do that for you. Now I can answer all of those essay length questions because I can help you curate your collection with you. And you can also send me pictures. You can DM me pictures of certain pieces like a client already did because I already had a few phone calls. So I launched my website on Instagram. Now I'm telling you here, my Instagram now is public since I've launched my website. So not for long. My Instagram is usually private and it goes private for years and years. So if you want, follow me. And I also get a lot of questions about my rhinoplasty, revision rhinoplasty, re-revision rhinoplasty, Morpheus, microneedling, Clybella, Juvo, a lot, like thread lift, a lot of the things that I am getting in my DMs that I cannot consult you on because it would take forever. You can call me with those questions as well. And if you just want to talk, you can call me as well. Like, girl, I'm here for you. And oh my gosh, I wake up the day after I launched my website to miss my very first client. It was so bittersweet because, first of all, I didn't know I was going to get booked so quickly. And I was not planning on missing any of my clients. So I didn't get a notification, but that has been taken care of and fixed. And I've spent a whole day getting to the bottom of the issue of my email notification settings and everything with the people on the phone, with my team. It was such an amazing experience. I jumped on the call with a girl, of course. It was the very first phone call, and then I had a few more of you reach out to me already. So everything works, no bugs. It's a brand new, fully functioning. It's just insane to me when I talk to you. It's so crazy. It's fascinating to me, the questions you bring up to me, and I want to answer all of them. And of course, it's not my opinion unless you're interested in it. It's more of a detailed review. It's more of a pros and cons to a piece that I have or to a piece that I don't have and I don't want to add to my collection, and why. I asked you on Instagram which bracelet, if any, I should add to this stack, and the Clash won, but so many of you said the diamond Pave Love, thin or thick, but I have my thick Pave Love ring in rose gold and I have my diamond Pave Love necklace. So I have a lot to say. That's why I'm not getting that bracelet, because it would just drive me crazy. But there are things about the pieces I have that I love and I will never let them go. My Ladybug looks very good with the 5 motif in onyx, so I wear this one all the time because it's such an easy piece. It's a no-brainer. I just wipe it with a microfiber cloth and I'm done. And I also wash it. You know what? Let's just not deviate. We're here for Cartier. So, my love studs, tarnished. And I don't have pictures because I never ever thought I would sit down and film this video, and I never thought that the issue would be fixed on the spot. Right there and then. I went to the Rodeo Drive boutique just to have them cleaned because I noticed that where the post is connected to the actual earring, to the stud, there is blackish, reddish, brownish residue. And I thought that maybe because of makeup getting on my ear or something, perfume possibly, they will be able to clean it and remove it. But no. They cleaned it, polished it slightly, but it was still there. It was very deeply embedded. And they said that if it gets worse, I should take it back to the boutique where I got them from, which is the South Coast Plaza boutique. So I wore them for a week after I got them from the Rodeo Drive boutique because I felt like they were fine, somewhat fine, still not perfect. But the tarnish came back. So then I started doing my research, and apparently if there is any kind of a different foreign metal except for 18K gold within the soldering bits, parts, pieces, that can happen. So I took my earrings to my essay, Hannah, and I explained to her what the Rodeo Drive boutique said, and I didn't want anything specific done to them. I felt like maybe they will clean them, polish them, send them out. But she said that that should have never happened. She was going to talk to the manager, show them to the manager, and see what can be done. And they replaced my earrings on the spot. But this time, I chose the rose gold love studs, and I'm wearing them right now. Guys, I'm so happy. I wasn't sure whether they offered to replace them with the same stud earrings or they wanted to give me a store credit to get something else. I'm pretty sure I could have gotten anything that day. if I paid extra, but that never crossed my mind because those earrings were so, so dear to me. I really, really love those studs because a pair of good studs, it's a workhorse in your collection. You have to have those. Like my diamond studs, I don't wear as much as these because, again, fingerprints, little bits of dirt, little bits of foundation, and I need to obsessively clean them, make sure that they're perfect, and, you know, take my time with them. These are just wipe and done. So I asked for the same pair, but in rose gold, and they said, of course, you can get them in rose gold, but I had to pay $100 extra, I think, because the price went up. But I was so, so happy that the manager looked at them up close, and she came over to the table and I thanked her. And she was just the sweetest, and so was Hannah, and it was taken care of in a heartbeat. So that's the situation. I am ecstatic. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy they're in rose gold because now they match everything. They match my holiday pendant, they match my ladybug, they match most of the things that I have, and I'm just so, so, so happy and so grateful. Now I'm still deciding what to add to this stack, so I am now thinking either I wanted a thick love bracelet with a new closure, no screws, it's just way back in the past. Well, not really, they still sell them, but there's a new normal closure. I have learned my lesson. And that lesson is that I shouldn't work against the pieces I already own. I should work with them. So I know that if I get a thick version of the love bracelet, regardless of the closure, it's just gonna look like a Wonder Woman cuff, you know, bracelet, because this one will just connect to the other one and they will just look like a heavy stack, and it's gonna look not as appealing. And I am just debating because I really, really want a thin love bracelet for this wrist just so I can keep the cuff on all the time. And the thin love bracelet is lighter, so it's more fluid. It's gonna move a lot more on my wrist because the cuff is stationary and it's smaller, the 17 cuff versus the 17 cuff versus the 17 in the love. The cuff is more pressed and it's more oval, so the wrist doesn't come out of it. But I haven't decided because up until yesterday, I was confident I was gonna get the classic thick love bracelet, but then I would have to leave my cuff. I would have to choose which one to wear, and I'm just not prepared to let my cuff go because I love this cuff. It's been with me for a long time now, and I'm just so used to it, and it's just such an easy piece. So I feel like if they clash, maybe it's not a perfect addition to my collection. Now I'm just curating and working on curating my collection. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you found it interesting, entertaining, or helpful, give it a like, subscribe to my channel, comment down below, and I will see you next Saturday or Sunday. Bye, guys!